You are born and someone is always holding you. Not sometimes, not when it's convenient. Always. For the first years of your life, as a child born 50,000 years ago, you are never more than an arm's length from another human body. You sleep pressed against your mother's skin. You travel strapped to her side. You are passed between aunts, cousins, grandmothers, older children, a web of warm hands that never fully lets go. For roughly 300,000 years, this is how every human child came into the world. No cribs, no nurseries, no scheduled feeding times. And yet, generation after generation, children survived, learned, and grew. So what did ancient humans know about raising a child that we have spent centuries trying to forget? Anthropologist Sarah Blaffer Hrdy spent decades studying exactly this. Her conclusion was blunt. The isolated mother-child pair is not the natural human unit. It never was. In hunter-gatherer societies, the village was the parent. When a child woke hungry in the night, multiple women nearby could feed them. When a mother needed to gather food, older children took over holding the infant. The group functioned as a single caring organism. Anthropologist Barry Hewlett studied the Aka people of Central Africa and found that Aka fathers hold their infants more than fathers in any other recorded society. On average, within arm's reach for over 47% of daylight hours. Not because someone told him to, because in a small band, attachment is survival. Your ancient ancestors understood something that took modern psychology until the 1950s to prove: a child who is held and consistently responded to does not become spoiled, it becomes secure. John Bowlby's attachment theory confirmed what every hunter-gatherer band already knew by instinct. A child whose cries are answered reliably explores further, takes more risks, recovers faster from fear. A child whose cries are ignored develops anxiety that echoes across an entire lifetime. Your nervous system was wired for the ancient answer. A woman carries an infant against her side, right hand free to gather. The infant is not crying. It doesn't need to, because it is already where it needs to be. Its heart rate synchronizes with hers. It sleeps in short bursts, wakes, nurses, sleeps again. Unhurried, unscheduled. Ancient children were remarkably free. They handled sharp tools by age 5. They wandered with minimal adult supervision. They watched the full cycle of birth and death without euphemism. Not because ancient parents were reckless, but because children who understand the real world have a different relationship with risk. Researcher Peter Gray found that hunter-gatherer children played in mixed age groups for most of their waking hours. This free play was how they developed emotional regulation, conflict resolution, and social intelligence. Not lessons, not structured activities, just children working out how to exist with each other. And then came agriculture. Around 12,000 years ago, humans began settling, farming, building walls, and with settled life came something that had never existed before: privacy. For the first time in hundreds of thousands of years, a mother and child could be alone together. The nuclear family, 2 adults raising children in isolation, was not a natural evolution. It was a structural accident. Suddenly, the web of hands was gone. You live downstream from that accident. The exhaustion modern parents feel, the loneliness, the sense of constantly falling short. This is not personal failure. It is the gap between what your biology was built for and the social structure it actually inhabits. You were designed for the village, you were handed a house, you were born, and someone was always holding you. For most of human history, that wasn't a parenting philosophy. It was just what humans did for each other. Your body still remembers.